Hi, I'm Ben Canning, and this video is going to be on how to complete the spreadsheet intro. Right now, this is going to be a challenge. We'll go over this officially later on in the school year, but for those of you who are eager to kind of dive in, I wanted to walk you through it. I'm going to break this video apart into several different videos depending on which of these tabs we're looking at down below. So this first one is going to be on fill down and fill down part 2. So hopefully you've already made a copy of, it's probably called Activity 0.0, but just look for the link for whatever the spreadsheet intro challenge is. It should be in the module if we're still using Canvas. If we've moved away from Canvas, it should be on the page right next to it. So the first thing we're going to go over is filling down. So spreadsheets, first of all, are things where each of these boxes is a calculator. What I mean by that is if I type in a math equation, it will do that calculation for me. Now you look at how many boxes there are and the fact that we could scroll down for literally forever on this, and you realize that this is a lot of calculators, which is really great for when you need to process data or do things very quickly in that sense. So instead of maybe taking, I don't know, 10 minutes to average 50 data points 2 or 3 different times, it might take you 30 seconds. So the amount of data stops being an issue, and it's more of just how many different ways are you processing it. So it's good at repeated calculations. We're going to build up some skills. The first skill is called fill down. So you look at this right here, and we have 2 5s, and you might imagine a scenario where we're entering 5 over and over and over and over. So I'm just keep hitting 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 with my keyboard, and you can imagine that might take a little while if we need to do. Well, I'm going to hit undo real fast. There's actually a way where the spreadsheet will learn the pattern you are showing it. So if you start by clicking and dragging to highlight those 5s, and then you grab this little blue square in the bottom corner, and you'll notice the cursor changes a little bit. If you grab that blue square and drag down, you'll notice it fills down 5. That's because the spreadsheet has figured out, oh, you just want to repeat the number 5 over and over. Well, similarly, we could either type in over and over and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if we're counting. You'll notice I made an error right there. I'd have to go back and delete it with my keyboard, etc. And you can imagine if double digits is what we're counting in or triple digits, this might take a while. Alternatively, what we can do, undid too far, what we can do is highlight these first 2 and then again fill down or drag down, and it will recognize, oh, you just want to go up by 1 each time. Same thing goes for negative numbers. It realizes, oh, you want to count negative numbers, or oh, you want to count down instead of up, or oh, you want to count by 0.1s instead of by 1s. It can figure that out if you give it a starter pattern. It even knows certain other patterns that are not numbers. So for example, Monday and Tuesday, it recognizes those are days, and it can even fill down for both of these things at the same time, counting and counting by day at the same time. That's it for the fill down part 1. Part 2 just asks you to fill down with colors. So if you want to try, you would just fill across if you wanted to and fill down, and you can make a nice pretty rainbow. Before I go, one last bonus thing is if we go back to this one, if you've started your patterns across multiple things, you can actually highlight multiple things at the same time and fill down all of those at the same time. Quick little cheat. That's it for this one. Look for the link to the next one where I go over equations.